baseball from one of the best ballparks around, Oriole Park in Baltimore. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Baltimore Orioles.
And now,
Orioles baseball comes your way next.
21 Baltimore Orioles.
John Means is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So now into the box is Jose Iglesias, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
First pitch coming, here it is. Wind up and the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Slider strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game. Now at the plate is David Fletcher. First pitch of the AB now. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Our game time temperature pushing up close to 90 degrees, 89 degrees to be exact at first pitch. Fouled off. The 1-1.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The 0-1 pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Angels go down 1-2-3. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Shohei Ohtani is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate here is Cedric Mullins. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, number 31.
Here's the pitch. And he pours this one into the letters, 0-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And that's out number one.
Batting second.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Here comes the 0-1.
Down 1-1.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still no score. Digging in will be Jared Walsh. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
First baseman, Jared Walsh.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Again, a 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 home. Means has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
3-1 to him now.
Count 3-1.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And that one yanked just foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. Fouled off. Hard hit ball to second. And that's the second out.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. First pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. No score here as we play inning number 2. This is foul right side. Fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at and the count moves full.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And it's fouled away. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. Angels are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to the plate, Anthony Santander.
Leading off for the Orioles, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
A ball and a strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Upton on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco.
Ball
As
one,
the
no
first
strike.
pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And it's 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
So next to bat will be Freddie Galvis. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Galvis behind 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. So here is Taylor Ward. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the pitch. 3rd inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
Ball
3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
That one's in
I
there,
got 3-1.
3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next to stand in is Phil Gosselin. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder, and the Halos have their first hit of the game.
Batting 9, the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
To the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Ball 3.
3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Galvis is there. Step on the bag for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself in turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias.
Ball 1.
A ball and no strikes. He went down looking to open up the ball game. That's inside. 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Two balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Popped him up. Cisco moving to his left. And he makes the play to end the inning. Angels strand 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And now the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Got him swinging 2-0, but he missed the splitter 2-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. A full count to the Orioles' designated hitter.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Now here's the first offering. Chance Sisco comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Upton. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting 9th, the second baseman, number 12.
So now to the plate, number 12. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. Now here it comes. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1.
Oh, it's off the third base bag. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. So now to the plate, David Fletcher, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Ball 2 now.
2 balls, no strikes.
Outside, 3-0 now. Anthony Rendon is on deck. 3-0 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
In now is Anthony Rendon. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-1.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. It looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
In now, Jared Walsh. Well hit to right. But this is foul for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Santander waits on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So next to hit is Justin Upton. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch on its way to Upton.
No, that's down.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 1-1. He swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
And it's fouled away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here's Juan Lagares as it's grounded sharply to first. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Angels strand a couple. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cedric Mullins. He bounced out last time up.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
The 1-0 home. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one away.
The batter, the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
So stepping in is Austin Hayes, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count. Now the pitch. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1.
Ball 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is
Up
thinking
next is
fastball and swings through it.
The first
Didn't work
baseman,
out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Mancini.
So here's Trey Mancini, struck out in his first at bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here comes the 1-0. That's by him for strike 1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat, fouled off. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This one's down to third. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Bases are loaded here with 1 away. And that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. From the stretch. Full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Three-two pitch. Fouled away. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
The batter, number 2.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out. And up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Hayes at third, Mancini at second, Santander at first, 2 out in the inning. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Oh, and 2. Here it is.
That's a ball.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
And it's fouled away. One and 2. Here it is. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Ready with the 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, Bureau, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan. But when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to the plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right there.
Into the box now, Ryan Mountcastle. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the 1-0. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. On the ground, softly towards second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. We played 4 full. Baltimore's out in front, 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off with the Angels.
New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Taylor Ward. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 1-0. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
At the plate now, Phil Gosselin. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He singled in his first AB. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hayes will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
In now for the Angels, Kurt Suzuki. First pitch on its way.
Ball, extra side.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Now the 2-0 offering to Suzuki. Line drive to left. And now this will be a base hit for Suzuki. He was able to keyhole a strike on 2-0 to keep the inning alive.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
At the plate, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch. Changed things up on him and got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Angels lead 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready now is Chance Sisco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The catcher, Chance Sisco.
Now the first pitch.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Ball and 2
The
strikes
count
now.
is 1 and 2.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Stepping in now, number 12, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Nope,
And that'll miss up and in ball 2.
2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Fouled off. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Into the box, Cedric Mullins. Fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
The 1-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And Rendon will look this one in to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. But they're on top 2-0. Stepping in once again is David Fletcher. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. First offering. Hit on the ground to third. Franco has it. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout. That was an exciting play at first there, and will employ show track for a better look. Knowing he really had to let it loose to beat the runner, he fired off a 90-mile-an-hour throw. That's not a number you'll see very often from an infield throw, so he really showed off the arm that time. To the plate now, Anthony Rendon. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
The first base,
Now to the plate, here is Jared Walsh. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. first pitch on the way. In there, 0-1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Into the box, Austin Hayes.
Leading off
0 for 1 with a run
Orioles,
scored thus far.
The left fielder, Austin Hayes.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's out.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He
Now
fell
batting,
behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In now, Trey Mancini. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 1-1.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 2-1.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
1 out, nobody on. Skied into very shallow right. Lagares is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Next to hit, Anthony Santander. He's He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no
That
strikes.
ball went out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up 1-1. And now pitch on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
The count now at 2-2. Two out, nobody on. Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Justin Upton will start things out when we return. 7th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Angels nothing. Justin Upton the next to hit. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch on its way to Upton.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one, into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage, less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
High in the air out to center field. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 19, Juan Lagares.
Digging in next, Juan Lagares, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And now the first pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that's in there, base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
At the plate now, Taylor Ward. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Lagares, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Here now the 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
So now to the plate, Phil Gosselin, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The set, and the 1-0 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
The next 1-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2 out with the man at first. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Ready with another 2-2. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Full count still. A runner on first with 2 away. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. So a long at bat has a positive dividend when all said and done.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not all beauties in the box score. He's able to get that ball through the left side for a base hit. Way to grind it out.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Sean Armstrong trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Sean Armstrong.
Next up, Kurt Suzuki. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch on the way.
Nope, that's inside.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
The 1-0.
That's a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. The tying run comes around all the way from first to score. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jose Iglesias. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Get up and stretch here in Baltimore, and we are tied 2-2. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said the high pitch count they've run up is a result of a lot of great battles at the plate by his guys, and he's not wrong. So far, they've worked 5 full counts in their at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi. Alex Cobb will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
For the Angels, number 38, Alex Cobb.
In now for the O's, Michael Franco. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Now the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Next to hit is Freddie Galvis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
At the plate, Ryan Mountcastle. He swings and grounds it to short. The second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, catcher.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. And the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. One and 0. Here it is. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. On the ground to the right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Orioles lead 1. Score remains 2-2. Now it'll be David Fletcher And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First offering. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today. With both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout.
Now to bat, Anthony Rendon. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now back, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Striding in is Jared Walsh. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0-for-3. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Slider laid off for a ball.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
1-0. Here it is. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The set and the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Angels are gone in order. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Digging in, the switch hitter, number 12.
Leading
He's
off
1-for-2 in the ball game.
The second baseman, number
Wheels
12.
and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. 2-1. Line to the right side. And there's a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff man's aboard, representing the potential go-ahead run.
The batter, number 31.
Into the box, Cedric Mullins. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. On first. Can this be two? To Iglesias for one on the first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Stepping in now, Austin Hayes. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. No hits to this point. This pitch is popped up. Walsh has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. Orioles held in check there. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And stepping in, Justin Upton. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. His career numbers in this matchup, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a solo shot down the line in left as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
Cole Sulser, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Cole Sulser.
In now, Juan Lagares, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here it comes, 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Stepping up is Taylor Ward. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball in.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0.
2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
3 balls.
3-0 now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. The 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
At the plate now, Phil Gosselin. This will show bunt, but pull it back for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. To second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. Popped him up. Under it is Franco, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 4, shortstop.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
From the stretch, the 1-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. Bronco fields it cleanly. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Angels strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's now 3-2 Angels. Raisel Iglesias comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 32, Raisel Iglesias.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Trey Mancini.
Trey Mancini.
Pitch on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 0-1. Here it comes. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. High in the air down the right field line. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Standing in now, Anthony Santander. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Wind up and the 0-1.
Now this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up and looks the part.
The 1-2. He's taken high above the zone.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, 1 out, down 1 in the 9th. He's got to find a way, any way to get on base, and he does more than that, getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
So now to the plate, Michael Franco. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. I got to count 2-2.
Santander, the runner at second with 1 away. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis, lifted the other way down the left field line. Upton is there. makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Los Angeles Angels came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Alex Cobb is the winning pitcher of record. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Orioles, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.